Legacy Seed is proud to celebrate Dairy Month this June. This is Andrew McCrae, host of the American Countryside, and recently I had the opportunity to visit Brooks Farms and speak with Ron Brooks and his daughter Zoe Nelson about their operation and farming legacy. You came back to the farm, but now you've got another generation coming back. Just talk about how special that is. I would think it's special to you.
Oh, it's special and rare. You know, I tell anybody that'll listen, I'm the luckiest dairy farmer in the state of Wisconsin. I've got two very qualified, very professional young women coming back and grabbing the bull by the horns and just taking off. They've done so much more by this age than I had. It's just incredible, the accomplishments and the capabilities that they have.
So I'm interested, do the two of you always get along real well, or how's it work here on the farm?
I think it's anyone that's worked with family knows there are good days and there are bad days. But I think when you have a common goal and a common vision for where you want the business to go, it helps kind of put the little bicker fights or whatever it will be in the back seat because you know where you're going and where you want to go.
And there, you have to draw those lines just like anywhere else between family and farm. When we try, you know, when it's a family event, we try not to talk business. When it's a farm event, we try not to talk family. So you try not to blur the lines. It's not always possible, but that's crucial. I mean, there has to be time for family and there has to be time for farm, and trying to keep both separate and professional is a good thing. I coached Zoe, so she was very used to me telling her what to do and what not to do. And I don't know, I think and being an athlete, playing for your father, is probably harder than being a business partner.
But now I would say the roles have almost reversed, where I kind of tell you what to do on a daily basis. And it switches down the road.
So what is it that you tell him to do?
Well, I run everything cows and people, so if there's anything I need done on the cow side, he hears it from me.
All right.
Yep.
And it's important that younger generation has that latitude and has that, you know, giving her the ability to skin her knees and make mistakes and not be criticized for making mistakes and going, well, what did we learn from that? I was afforded that opportunity. I was able to bring new ideas in and try them. And I've always told everybody, there's some key rules as a junior partner. If you're a junior partner, there's two ways to rise like cream to the top of milk. When you're the junior partner and you have a good idea and it makes the company money, it's the best idea the senior partner ever had. And when you have an idea and it loses money and it falls flat on your face, you take full ownership and it's the worst idea you ever had. You remember those two things, you will float to the top so fast.
I got to pause for just a second. Have you ever had an idea that you shared with him and then 2 years later it was his idea?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's the way it works at our farm too. So I know what you're talking about. So all right, good. So tell me, between the two of you, how do you create something then that can stand the test of time? Because we know the dairy industry is a hard industry. I mean, a lot of folks have not been able to stick with it. So what keeps you all going?
I trust her entirely. I believe she trusts me entirely. We can make decisions without talking to each other, and I trust that, you know, I have complete trust in Zoe that she's got everything under control. She doesn't have the answer, she'll come to me, but and I think it works both ways.
Speak about where Legacy Seeds fits into all of this, because you obviously want to build a business that's going to keep going and last. So where does it fit into this?
I think we're right back to trust and people. The people that stand behind Legacy are the biggest reason that we have Legacy Seed. But when it comes down to the people that stand behind it, and I have Judd walking my fields and giving me a recommendation, or calling and saying, hey, you know, that field on the South Farm, you better go take a look, something's wrong, jump up in the airplane, take a look. That's very valuable to us.
So every seed company has people, so what makes their people so special?
They're here. Their research farm is 5 miles away from here. The alfalfa that I plant on this farm was developed 5 miles away. That's huge. I mean, that alfalfa we know works in this environment at 44 degrees north latitude. This wasn't something that was bred in South America or bred in Canada. It was bred 5 miles down the road, and that locality, that distance away from the farm, that's a big thing. That's a big deal.
I suspect you'd tell me though too that even if I lived far from their research facility, they still have the people that are going to be able to handle me if I'm in Minnesota or Dakotas or wherever.
Absolutely.